Morning, Michael. How are you?
Very good. Thank you, Shi. Thank you for having me.
Good to meet you. And as always, it's exciting to have a chat with you. Since this is an interview that we are doing for the global audience, I wanted to take this liberty of requesting you to give a brief about Zand Bank, who you are, and also in particular, since we are talking to the Michael Chan, so we would like to understand your current role as CEO. How did you come about taking this role? And this has been a great journey as well.
So I start from the Zand Bank. So Zand Bank actually is very unique propositions to the market because we are not really the conventional digital bank. We focus not really the retail, but also the corporate and also the wealth management. It's a very strong bank by the shareholders come from different continents. I mean, they are Fortune 500 company like Franklin Templeton. We have a top-notch entrepreneur like Mr. Mohammed Al-Abbas, who is actually, everybody know him in towns. So I think this is good backing for the company to start with. Second unique proposition for the bank is that we are not trying to do the same thing as other bank, where we're trying to do something differently. Try to leverage, the AI and also the blockchain, apply to the financial world. At the same time, we are trying to reshape again, actually based on the innovation product. I think that's important to the banking because UAE, having already like 60 banks. I mean, if you're doing the same, actually, there's no marketplace. If you look at actually the UAE strategies as a whole, right? So they try to double the so-called digital economy by double before the 2032. It's a very aggressive target. So as a bank, as a digital bank, we have to enable them in certain way. So rather than focus on conventional space, we find actually a competitive advantage, which we think that we can bridging the TradeFi and the DeFi, which is one of the objectives for the bank. Now, regarding myself, I don't see myself as a single nationality because I used to live in different countries in certain time and then I moved. When I was young, actually, I was in China, Indonesia, Australia. Then my growth, I'm in Singapore and in Taiwan, in different places. And then I was lucky enough actually to work with two great organizations in the past. One actually is one of the top European banks, very encouraging the innovation, open mind cultures, which I learned a lot. I'm in a different role, and then I start from the global market, I start from the tech, moving on to the corporate developments. I have a chance, to touch on the digital initiative. And I think because of the business mindset married with the tech mindset, exposure in a different global perspective, that bring us actually in a different perspective and implement this bank in the UAE.
Now, since the journey that you've gone through this, but where do you see Zand taking this next big leap, according to you? Because the market is also going at a different pace, and I think you are driving that pace in a very big way. So how do you see, what's your vision that you think you're put in the next 3 to 5 years, if you can please share for that?
We don't have a vision for 5 years, probably 24 months, because technology really moving fast. I mean, if you try to look back of OpenAI in 2 years ago compared to today, the adoption rate is very high.
Yes, very high.
But honestly speaking, the adoption actually in the application side on the FI is not that great. What we're trying to see in the next 24 months is really highly leveraged AI. No matter it's AI as a service, AI-driven products, predictions, large language model, this is what we're trying to achieve. No matter from wealth space, corporate space, and then we try to do a lot actually on the fraud detections, KYC onboarding, also in the digital asset space. I think in the next 3 to 6 months, probably you will hear a lot of good news on the Zand launching different products, no matter it's from payment wallets, no matter from digital access related, and the wealth as well. So I don't have a vision 5 years, but I think we are trying to move as fast as technology. So let's say 24 months. So you mentioned about the growth that Zand is trying to do and carve out this niche. See, last year when we met, you kept correcting us that it's a fintech digital bank, right? And today when I look at it, the name has changed, or rather it has morphed itself to be now AI-led digital bank. So what is the transformation journey that you have brought about that is now scaling different heights because of this transformation from just a normal digital bank people refer to an AI-led digital bank? There are multiple actually in the questions. So first thing, I think you're right. I think we see ourselves as more like a fintech with a banking license rather than the banking doing a fintech. We try to capture not only the market itself, but try to see what exactly the real problem statements. UAE has been very successful to attract not only the investment and the wealth, but also a lot of fintechs. It is a very good place to grow them, even locally, regionally, and globally. I think what's missing in the banking environment is to have a support to them. So that's why actually we try to fulfill that fintech ecosystem, no matter from digital space, no matter from startup, and also on the corporate. Now, you touch on the AI. We've been putting our Zand GPT back to 1 year ago, to precise, in fact, in the middle of August last year. And then we try to experiment of management team and then later on with the staff. We start from the mix of the different use of the large language model. We're trying to see how we can utilize the computer visions, and then we try to also to do a lot of predictions based on AI. I think the beauty of having the bank today is that we can move much faster than before. There's a magic you can play when you cross again the banking products, cross again the AI and also the blockchain. Now, I want to touch on a little bit on the Finacle, because I think when we talk about from the very beginning that we're not dating, but we marry each other, the vision is very important. I think Finacle actually has the right visions that they try to leverage also the AI and try to understand the pain not only from the banking but also in the fintech. Now, your open architect will help the ecosystem a lot.
But with the pace at which Zand is running today, thanks to you, Michael. How do you see this cloud evolution happening for Zand? And some part of it you already answered it, but how does it help you expand? Because today more and more fintechs are also coming to the ecosystem. You are also building the AI framework based on the platform of Finacle. So how does the cloud fit into this overall landscape for you to take it forward from here?
I think the biggest part would be when you have all the data in the cloud, where actually in cloud, you'll be more easy to apply some of the AI modeling. So that helps you actually fast growing. But if you try to put the data in somewhere else, and then if you try to, using your own AI engines, or you try to deploy with the LM on the others, you have a lot of integration work to do, right? So again, find the right cloud partners, and then whether you can really easily to benefit by the data and also the AI engines. Mm-hmm. I think this helps the growth on the next stage for all the banks, including Zand.
Zand has been on cloud from day one. And many banks today don't dwell into the concept of cloud while they talk about it. So it was very interesting when we met with you even last year about this discussion on cloud. So how did you go about choosing a partner, and what criteria did you choose? How did you go about it? If you can throw some light on it.
Sure. Let's talk about the psychological barrier first, and why actually bank will go to cloud and why the bank not going to cloud. I think you have to answer your own questions. Is that what is the concern for having cloud, right? So I think most of the people has an understanding of the cloud because of the data securities, data privacies, and then the scalability, whether it can be under your control when you have everything on the cloud. So Zand actually has a very extensive study on this, and then that's why we choose on the day one to have cloud, and then we are 100% on cloud. Now, the second part questions is regarding the core next generation's Finacle system, and then marry with the cloud and the Zand this time. So how that magic comes, right? I think what important for a decisions is on the cloud is scalability, the speed, and reliability, right? So on the scalabilities, in the very conventional way that you buy machines and you put something there, and then you realize, oops, it's not big enough, and then you need to invest again. So with the cloud, actually, the scalability is Islamic setup, and then that helps you a lot actually to have these kind of flexibilities. Security-wise, I think Finacle is doing well. I think you guys have done a lot of study with your cloud providers, and then to make yourself a cloud agnostic. At the same time, you easy to make your modules to be easy to plug in, despite maybe their core is not using the Finacle, for example. I think the important part actually for the business is the time to market. Today, we start from digital bank in the UAE. Tomorrow, maybe we start from Africa. Now, when you expand, And if we quick enough in terms of idea strategy and also the business offering in terms of products, whether our partners will be quick enough as us. So I echo again actually that you have to be quick enough. You run the same speed, you grow the same business, and then you have the same vision in the bank, then you will be qualified to be one of those. Now, recommendation to all is that you find the trustful partners like Patricia and wife or husbands. At the same time, they have to run fast. Cloud actually is a must these days because you let actually the best of the best to handle the core for you, which is the case of the cloud provider and the Finacle, where the bank can more focus on the innovation, the product making, and also to understand more the client needs.
You touched about the topic about wallets and digital wallets, right? And I know you guys are pioneering in that way, in a big way. And this is another area that you keep reading about, the custody management solution as well. So where does Zand see in this area? Today, lots of telcos coming into this space, lots of traditional banks coming into this space. So where does Zand see itself, and how do Zand programmers in this case, or technology architects, how do they see taking advantage of Finacle platform to get to that stage?
When we touch on the wallets, there's a fiat wallets, but there are also digital asset wallets. What Zand trying to again bridge the TradFi and DeFi is that we provide both sides on the TradFi and DeFi, both the fiat and also digital assets. Regarding where we are, I think we are very close to getting a license to have a digital asset custodians. I would say this way, in the very old days, right? So we talk about, you need to have a custodian for the cash, and then you need a custodian for the check. Then right now there's a lot of tokenized asset, digital asset, but you need a safest place, right? So that's why we think this is amazing. You can see already happening in Europe and also Americas, but we would like to be the first one, leading in the MENA. So that's one aspect. Now Finacle, you have great wallet solutions, and then depends on actually how you want to invest more on the digital asset wallet side. And we are very happy to partner with Finacle on this, but I think because they are common dog, actually we are in the same visions. The wallet side, I think a lot of banks right now try to build themselves. My recommendation is actually to leverage someone actually who really know about the wallets rather than to build themselves.
I wanted to discuss with you, Michael, today about some of the unique characteristics of this collaboration between Finacle and Zand Bank, and your feedback and your input that can help strengthen this collaboration and partnership as part of that. So I hope that's okay with you as part of this journey.
Absolutely, Shay. Thank you for having me. I would say actually the partnership was great. It's like a husband and wife relationship. You're not just dating, and it's a commitment. You need to have the same visions. And when the bank want to run, when the bank want to grow, and then you have to run and grow at the same time with the bank. I think we make some magics, 100 days for the migrations, from 0 to 100%, which is quite amazing. Mm-hmm. The same time, I think Finacle give us experience that you understand our language, and at the same time, actually, the high flexibilities of modular architects, which is very fit to actually our concept of time to market being innovative. And the Zand Bank is 100% on the cloud, and then we very emphasize on the API first approach, where actually Finacle fit very much to us, and then you run fast as us.
Thank you so much. That was very kind of you. So we are here today with Michael Chan, CEO of Zand Bank, for a rapid fire round. So let's see how you do well on this. So what's the top 2 apprehensions that you got when you wanted to do everything on cloud from day one?
I guess data security and also the data privacy. That's other 2.
Okay. What is a significant advantage that Zand got in the market after getting into a Finacle next-gen platform?
I guess is scalability, flexibilities, time to market.
Okay. There is a lot of buzzwords about blockchain, AI. How much is myth? How much is reality?
They thought these are complicated, costly, but in fact it's not.
Oh wow! Oh, is it?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. And which one has been a great success factor for Zand? AI or blockchain or both?
I think the success actually, we understand the client needs, and then we know the real world problem. We are trying to use the innovations, no matter AI, blockchain, all the other technologies, and then I think we try to fit the best to their needs.
Okay. AI or blockchain?
Both. You have to marry together.
Okay. Now, in terms of your cloud platform, how does so long-term, short-term again? Is it going to be one cloud provider, multiple cloud providers? How does the Zand plan to have it?
I suggest actually that would be cost cloud, and this is for the purpose of the resilience. And also, cloud itself is not only the cloud, but also actually the how you adopt actually the AI technology as well, how mature the LLM is, right? So today probably is A and tomorrow is B. For us, actually, security, really resilient is the most important to the client, but we don't want to compromise, any late behinds, the use of the AI and the blockchain.
Okay. Great. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.